principal investigator for an European project, and at the same time, senior researcher at the Institute of History, Romanian Academy. So I'm an historian, and I work in 18th century. I would like to share with you my research with this European project, which has just finished. So for 2 weeks, I am yet principal investigator. Now I am in this reporting period. I spent my last 5 years working for this European project. Some words about the project was financed within the framework of IRC, Consolidator Grant, and hosted by Europe College in Bucharest, lasted 5 years, and I was helped by an international team formed by 9 persons, but after 2 years, the team was reduced to 5 researchers. A very, very good thing that for this thing I would like to nominalize them. Giulia Calvi from Florence, Maria Popuș from Bucharest, Nicoleta Roman from Bucharest too, and Michal Vasicionek from Warsaw, Poland. Main scope and objectives of the project were to examine the relationship between the concept of luxury, material objects, identities, and history of social and political power, the Southeastern Europe, to approach the region as a contact zone and retracing the role of different channels and agents that mediated adoption and adaptation of luxury objects in the local environment, and to investigate the causes and dynamics of sartorial changes, circulation of luxury goods and identities from the 16th until mid-19th century. Of course, the project had also some academic objectives to act as a conduit between local historiography, scholars and institutions, and global academia, to introduce the results into academic circulation and the wider public, and to build an open access database comprising luxury objects from museum collections within Southeastern Europe and beyond. What we have managed to achieve so far. If you have time to look at our website, you can see how we reformulated the initial objectives after researching the archives in the museum collections and a series of research meetings. The team imposed some direction, and I mention here some of them. The formation of the discourse of luxury in Southeastern Europe and its changing content, the relationship between aesthetic preferences of material culture and identity among Southeastern European elite, the investigation of 2 crucial sartorial revolutions in early modern Southeastern Europe, Ottomanization of taste in the 16th and 19th centuries and Europeanization of taste in the 19th century. Also, we tried to relay our studies to the primary sources and put into circulation unpublished archives from Southeastern Europe. We succeeded to disseminate our findings and to organize 6 conferences. We turn around the same subjects, as you can see, people, circulation of objects and knowledge, luxury, fashion, food, social status in Southeastern Europe. I promised a lot with this European project, so we worked hard, and also we succeeded to have a lot of publication. The same ideas you could find in our publications. We published 3 special issues with Cromos in Florence, on people circulation of objects across Southeastern Europe, with Revista Istorica in Bucharest around material culture and social status, in Leiden with Journal of Early Modern History, again on circulation of people, and with Brill again on women consumption and circulation of ideas. But even the project is finished, our work is not. We have under preparation 2 other further publications, a collective volume written for a large audience. In fact, is a bunch of stories on objects and people illustrated with images under the title Consumption, Luxury and Social Status in Southeastern Europe, 17th, 19th century. And I, as a principal investigator, I have to write a book. So I have just finished my manuscript looking on foreigners and material culture. And I hope the manuscript will be published in this fall by Brill. The last objective of our project was this databases. Here we try to bring together visual sources from Southeastern Europe. It was an ambitious objective, which is not totally accomplished. We had to struggle with the reticence of the institutions. Many of them refused to collaborate or impose difficult conditions for including their images in our databases. I speak here about Romania, Bulgaria, Serbia. It was so hard to have a collaboration with them, but finally we compose databases which will be in use at the end of February, and there you could see if we succeeded to compose something or it is a failure. Other information about the project you could find on our website, and this is all. With Euroveb, I continue my work on costume identity and fashion 18, very early 19th century. Thank you so much for listening to me.